All right. We should be live. Raccooning it up. We are live. All right, let's see here. Let's see what we can do. Good evening, everyone. Doing a little admin work here beforehand. Just a hair of admin work. Doot doot, doot doot, doot doot. Be with y'all in just a second. 7:48. And save. We should be live now. All right. Good evening, Brian. Good evening, Eugene. And other Brian. We got both Brians. We got BD, BP, and we got Eugene. What's up, guys? Pull some Canucks. Little EP40 possibly. All right. We'll give it about 2 more minutes before we get started with break 43. While we're waiting, 46, 47, and 48 just launched on the website. I saw Caleb just took advantage of it. Oh, what's going on, Marcus? Yeah, 46, 47, 48 dropped on the website. Caleb just bought a few spots. I saw that, but they're on there live. And we are going to have a Cyber Monday sale tomorrow for you early birds that are in here. And here's what the sale is. Not so much a sale, I would say. It's the same teams. I have, I'm going to switch the camera angle here. Here's what tomorrow's cyber sale is. And let me transition. There's 14 spots left in the open break, and I have 14 slabs here. These are PSA. These thicker ones are Beckett. You buy one of the 14 remaining spots starting tomorrow, you will get one of these random slabbed cards. Who knows what it could be? Let's just pull one here. One here is TJ Oshiongun, 10. So, buy a spot tomorrow, and that will be the Cyber Monday sale. That spot has to be in break 45 though. Break 45 only to get that one moving. Super excited for tonight, says BP. All right, we are back to live here. Hey, Eugene, as you can see, we have number 43 here with us tonight since we're breaking box number 43. If I can do a transition here. We got number 43 there. So BP and CO, this guy's going to join us. Everybody's favorite capital. He's just ready to go hit somebody. He's ready to get his, I think his groin back so he can start playing again. All right. We're also going to do, for break 43 and 44, we got our black X's there for our Hall of Fame guesses. And let's go through the teams right now. And then we'll get into the break. So 43 starting first, obviously, we have Garth with the Blue Jackets and Flames, Frank with the Rangers, Chris C with the Maple Leafs, Robert with the Ducks, Caleb with the Stars, Panthers, and Oilers. Then we have William with it's William Jones, not myself, William with the Red Wings, Kings, and Montreal, Mike Sorello with the Blues, Jared Slim with the Flyers and Penguins, Brian DeMarco with the Islanders, VGK, and Tampa Bay. BP has the Kraken, Blackhawks, Avs, Yotes, and Nashville. Martin Coverdale has the Caps. Eugene has the Canucks. Birdman has the Sens, Wild, and Sharks. And BP also has Panthers, Devils, Jets, Sabres, and Bruins. Marshannon Wilson, how I hate you. So BP, guess who's growing a beard? I know. A little different. All right, so let's get right into it. Like I said, we're going to have our 3 boxes there with the X's will be our Hall of Fame guesses. We'll explain that as we go along for anyone new. But right off the bat, we're going to get into our first box of artifacts. We'll do all 3 artifacts, all 3 clear cuts, and we'll end 43 on the high-end premiere there. And I did not bring my knife here. What am I doing? Give me just a second. Thought I was all ready, and I forgot my little hobby knife. All right, let's do it now. So good luck, everyone. Hey, what's going on, Caleb? No will, just no. I have the Air with Weagle on the back. Ooh, I gotta check that out. Man, this plastic is not ripping. Let me see if I have Weagle or Wilson on the back. I have nothing. Womp womp. All right, so our first box of artifacts. Let me just pull up my chat and make it bigger. I'm gonna pop out the chat. There we go, chat. All right, cool. So again, good luck, everyone. If you need me to read team names again, no problem. Here we go. I don't know where that live chat pop-up came from. Artifacts wants to be a pain. First up, we have Morgan Riley for the Leafs. That is blurry. Morgan Riley for the Leafs. Followed by one of our Orem bounties, which really sucks, Claude Giroux. Not only does getting an Orem bounty suck, but that one is chipped like crazy there. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not chipped. That's actually a stick. Man, I'm going to move Wilson. Wilson's taking the focus away. That's actually a stick over there. I thought it was chipped, but it's not. But our Orem bounty going to the Flyers. I think the bounty is long gone. And that means we're probably not getting an auto in this box, unfortunately. But Giroux and the Flyers going to Jared. Well, do you know what team I have in some? Caleb, you have Stars, Panthers, and Oilers, Caleb. Stars, Panthers, and Oilers. We got our first slug of the night. And our last card in this pack is Jonathan Marchessault with Vegas. All right, next up we have Ty Smith for the Devils. Dustin Brown for LA. We have Matthew Tkachuk for the Snorkel Squad out of 35. So very nice short print there for Calgary. And he's rocking that snorkel. He can go off-roading up to his nose with that thing in his mouth. But a very nice card there for Calgary. Got our slug and Brendan Gallagher for Montreal. Let's get this one in a top loader real fast. It's our lowest print of the night so far. All of 2 packs in. Flames going to Garth, and this is one of the last. This is one of the Raz teams. Don't have my tape here either. I'm striking out. Tape's arm width away. Hey, what's going on, Nikki? Nikki, we just pulled the Snorkel Squad member for Garth out of 35. So again, congrats, Garth. Our lowest one of the night so far. I think every pack has a slug unless it's got one of the memorabilia cards. So if you need slugs, let me know. All right, Anthony Mantha for Washington. Followed by Thomas Greiss for Detroit out of 249. Nice dual patch here. So Greiss and the Red Wings. And come on, sleeve. Missed the Razes, but I'm in 44. So Greiss there for the Red Wings, and Detroit was going to William Jones. So out of 249 for you, William. Nice dual patch card. We had our slug. And Thomas Chabot for Ottawa. Next up, Elias Lindholm for Calgary. Then we have out of 499, Dustin Brown in LA. Got our slug. Maxime Comtois for the Ducks. And Shea Theodore for Vegas. Comtois and Theodore's last two cards here. Some of these packs do not want to open. Next up, Mika Zibanejad for the Rangers. Nice Carter Hart here at $2.99 for the Flyers. Number 24 of $2.99. Got our slug. Jake Muzzin for the Maple Leafs and Yanni Gourde for Tampa. Gourde and Muzzin is the last two there. All right, Tyler Toffoli for Montreal. Jeff Petrie for Montreal. Back-to-back Montreal. If you're playing along at home and got a drink, take a sip. I'm not drinking tonight. That's all right. Because we have back-to-back-to-back Montreal players. 3 in a row is 3 sips in a row. This one is Jesse Yonan out of $9.99. But Upper Deck would have us drunk thanks to their quality control by now. Back-to-back-to-back Montreal. Can we get 4 Montreals in a row? Let's see here. We got our slug, and do we have Montreal? No, we have Clayton Keller. Looking like he's confused. Like, did our team just move somewhere? What's going on, Coach? Like, what are we doing? Looking very confused in the photo. Down to 2 packs left in our first box of artifacts. And we have a super thick card there. That is not a slug. So something big is coming. First up, Mikko Rantanen for Colorado. Then we have Philip Forsberg for Nashville. Let's see what we have here with this big card. That is a ridiculous patch of Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. It even has a little string out of the white there. And it is going to be out of 65. Ridiculous patch for the Oilers going to Caleb Lindy. Congrats, Caleb. 28 of 65. And that patch on the right is 3 different colors? Yeah, you got orange, blue, and white, and then you got blue again. And then the orange on the right side. 28 of 65. That card behind it, Sam Reinhart for the Sabres. Let's get this guy in a sleeve for Caleb. Yeah, that little string there is really cool too. Little loop. And he's got a second little string right there. Like a little loop of a little stitch. A very cool card. 28 of 65. And our last one for box number 1. We have John Carlson for the Caps. I think he just came back. Then we have Cale Addison for Minnesota out of $9.99. $7.51 here. Got our slug. And Jason Zucker for the Penguinos and Tyler Bertuzzi for the Red Wings. Zucker and Bertuzzi as the last two. So our second box of artifacts is our first Hall of Fame guess of the night. Hall of Fame guesses, go. So you name the first auto out of the box, and you will get a prize pack. Tonight's first prize pack is 1 card and 1 card only. It is going to be this limited edition Buttons in Space card. That's tonight's prize number 1, since we are giving real prizes now. And it might grow as the night goes on. And just as a reminder, you guys are guessing, 46 just dropped on the website. 46 was 4 clear cuts and 4 artifacts. 47 just dropped on the website. That's 2 clear cuts, 1 box of artifacts, 2 SPAs, and 1 jersey. We got a few of those autographed jerseys left, the random jerseys. 48 also just dropped 2 artifacts, 1 Premier, 1 Ultimate, and we're getting down to our last skate. So that has one of our 2 last skates in it, which I think are always fun. Some people like them, some people don't, but we got 2 left, so this one's going to have 1. And as a reminder, starting tomorrow, For all of you guys that were not in here, I have 14 slabs. Buy a team and break 45 tomorrow. You'll get one of these random slabs here. About half of them are autographed and half of them aren't. All depends which one you get. So that's part of our Cyber Monday sale. And there will be more little prizes with that, but that will not be spoken here tonight. All right. We got Yzerman for Eugene, Ross Colton for BD. BP says Kel McCarr. Nikki says Quentin. Let's see what we get. Let's see who we get. Yeah, I think my knife's getting dull. Caleb says Knight. Chris Malone says Mercer. All right. And of course, with the empty box, with the Hall of Fame guess, of course, comes the Hall of Fame prize. Also comes the Hall of Fame token. This one has a message on the back, as you can see there, and might say something good on the back there. So let's see if we can get a Hall of Fame guesser tonight. Got a little placard back here too. We have not had a Hall of Fame guesser since June 4th. It has been a long time. See if we can get one on November 27th. It's 5 months since we had a Hall of Fame guess. All right, first up, Ryan Suter for Minnesota. Mark Giordano for the Flames. Charlie McAvoy for Boston out of 50. So it does not beat our Matthew Tkachuk back there, but it is less than 100, so we will sleeve it and top load it. Nice short print here for Bruins, and I don't think it was Birdman tonight. He's been passing on recently. Bruins is BP out in CO. So nice out of 50 for you, Brian, for Charlie McAvoy. 26 of 50. And we had our slug. We had Victor Olofsson out of Buffalo. All right. We have another super thick card here. Let's see who we get. Jason Robertson off the bat for Dallas. And right off the bat, it wasn't the second card behind it. It's out of 65, and it is Dustin Brown with the dual patch. Dustin Brown, nice silver and black here on the right, and then straight black on the left. Has a slight little imperfection on the top. I'll show it to you guys real fast there. You can see that on the card. It's like just the card goes down just a hair right there. It's not major, but just enough to be noticeable. Like a small little dent right there. But if you're looking at it straight on, you can hardly tell. But 56 out of 65. Forward and back eBay 1 of 1 there for Brown and LA Kings. And Kings was William Jones. So nice one for you, William. 56 of 65. Then behind that we had Adrian Kempe for LA and Rasmus Dahlin for the Sabres. Kempe and Dahlin. Yeah, Gene, we've had to send quite a few here and there. I think we had one box with no autos. We've had one box of clear cut with no autos, which is kind of a bummer. And some major horrible cut jobs, but nothing too bad yet. Martin Jones for San Jose. Out of 499, we got Cam Atkinson for Columbus. Got our slug. Carter Verhey for the Swamp Kitties. And JT Miller, our first Canuck for Gene. The JT Miller base card. Need more than that. Yeah. Yeah, they are. Upper Deck will at least talk to you too, and sometimes they give you options with a couple teams you might get. Tuca for Boston. And we have Threads of Time for Tyson Murray and Colorado. Tyson Barrie. a nice one there of the Avalanche going to BP. Threads of Time. Cool insert. I think we've seen about all the inserts for artifacts now, I believe. Got our Slug and Philip Hronek for Detroit. Still looking for our auto. Gabriel Landeskog for Avalanche. Then we have 199 Mark Scheifele and the Jets. 163 of 199. Got our Slug. Pius Suter for Chicago and Carter Hart for the Flyers. Suter and Hart is the last two. 3 packs left. BP says he likes that. Thread of Time. All right, Seth Jones for Columbus. Tavares for the Leafs. And we have a artifact rookie of Alex Turcotte for LA. 435 of 999. 435 of 99 for Turcotte. Slug. And Roop Hintz for the Stars. Down to 2 left. Wonder if that big patch was in lieu of auto. But it shouldn't be. It says up to 3 hits per box. Van Riemsdyk for the Flyers. And here we have Leon Draisaitl for the Oilers. 115 out of 149. I don't think we've seen the sideways card. But that might be our 3rd patch in this box. Vice and auto. So Draisaitl for the Oilers going to Caleb. Nice dual patch there. 115 out of 149 for you, Caleb. Yeah, that would be the Dustin Brown, the Threads of Time with Tyson Barrie and Draisaitl. So I'm guessing no auto in this one. 3 patches instead. And Suzuki for Montreal is the last card. Hey, what's going on, Birdman? Good to see you in here, Dave. Or we have a Slug on the back card here, which could be an auto in the middle card. Maybe they're just throwing us all off. Connor Garland for the Coyotes. And we do not have an auto, but we have Mackenzie Blackwood for the Devils out of 249. Blackwood for the Devils with a nice dual patch. This is 223 of 249. 223 of 249 going to BP out in CO. Mackenzie Blackwood. And last card. 44 of 99 for Jacob Bernard Docker for Ottawa. And Slug. Get right into our 3rd box. And that knife is just, oh, that's... All right. There's our empty box. Our last box of artifacts in break 43. Then we got our 3 clear cuts and our Premier under there. First up, we have Martin Jones for the Sharks. Connor Garland for Coyotes. Vincent Trocheck out of 85 for the Hurricanes. Nice short print. Doesn't beat our Kachuk back there out of 35. Still a very nice card. So Trocheck and the Hurricanes going to... Where's my sheet here? Not seeing the Hurricanes. They're on here somewhere. But congrats, Hurricanes person. As I'm still looking. Did I write it down as Canes or Hurricanes? Brief pause. I don't see where down. I know I have it on here somewhere. That bugs me that it's not right now. Sens, Wild, Sharks, Devils, Panthers, Bruins, Kraken, Blackhawks, yes, Nashville, Canucks, Caps, TBL, Vegas, Islanders, Flyers, Penguins, St. Louis. Oh, I don't see my sheet. Keith Yandel for the Swamp Kitties is the last card. Have to go back through my notes and see the Hurricanes. All right, next up, Mackenzie Blackwood. Just had the dual patch there. Now we have his base card. And we have a Orem here of Kale McCarr for the Avalanche going to BP. Kind of a cool card for you, Brian, if you're into it. I've got a couple of these of Ovi that I kind of like. So like I said, the bounty is long gone. It's still a cool card. Of Mr. Kale McCarr. Kind of the gold and color kind of pops nice and neat. That is not fitting there. Do not like how that fits at all. Put him in a bigger one. Yeah, I think I have two of Ovechkin like this. One scratched and one non-scratched. And then behind that slug, we had a card. It's going to be Patrice Bergeron for Boston. All right, so nobody got the Hall of Fame guess because we didn't have an auto in that box. He only had 4 patches, so we'll go to the next one with clear cut. Robertson for Dallas. Here we have Cam York for the Flyers out of $4.99. Got our slug. Braden Shen for the Blues and Bobrovsky for the Swamp Kitties. Shen and Bob as the last 2 there. We have Seth Jones for Columbus. Another sideways here of Zach Jones for New York. Nice blue and red. I like the dimples there in the blue patch. This one is out of $3.99 for Zach Jones and the Rangers. Rangers going to Frank Mincielli. Very cool card. Also, for you folks that are in here that haven't signed up yet, if you'd like to, the deadline for our Secret Santa is tomorrow. So email raccoonalliance@gmail.com with your name, address, and 2 favorite teams, and we'll make sure you're in there. But the deadline to join Secret Santa this year is tomorrow. Or you can DM me as well. It's kind of late now, but DMs work as well. So Perone for the Blues as the last card. We've got about, I think, 14 or 15 people signed up so far for our Secret Santas. I'll random them all on 29th and let everybody know who their secret shopper is, secret Santa is. Van Riemsdyk for the Flyers. Look at this, Brian. Guess who's growing a mustache out of $2.99? I know! Nice one of Austin Matthews, $159 at $2.99. Going to the Maple Leafs and Chris Sorello. Very cool card, of course. Would have been better if it was an auto, but we'll take it. Got our slug. Then we have Nicky B for the Caps and Braden Point for the Lightning. Backstrom and Point. That's the last 2. It'd be sweet to get it. We haven't got a Matthews auto in a very long time. Very, very long time. Next up, Ryan Suter for Minnesota. Pulled him a few minutes ago. Mark Giordano for Calgary. Pulled him a few minutes ago. And we have a very nice one here. Pius Suter for the Blackhawks. Kind of the clear-cut version of the card. He'll fit right in there. Love these cards. Kind of the see-through, just like clear cuts. There'll probably be a clear-cut auto one day. But Suter and the Blackhawks going to BP. Very nice one. Very nice insert. Had our slug. And we have Ricard, Raquel, and the Ducks. All right, 2 packs left. Jacob Vrana for Detroit. Another one. Nice one here, though, of Kirill the Thrill out of 149. Going to the Wild. And the Wild are, if I can read my notes, going to Birdman. Kaprizov with the dual green patch there, 36 of 149. So nice card for you, Birdman. I know Bird jumped in. I don't know if he's still in here or not. I'm sure he'll like this one. Love the patches, but auto would be nice. Yeah, it would. A big, just fat auto right across the player there would be ridiculous. It'd be so sick. So 36 to 149 for Birdman. And we got our Slug. And Thomas Chabot for Ottawa. All the autos in clear cut. Yeah, I mean, we got... Did we not have any autos in these boxes? In all 3 boxes of artifacts? I don't think we did. Landeskog for Colorado. Then we got Cole Caulfield out of $9.99 here for Montreal. Yeah, not yet. Wow. Have our Slug. Blake Wheeler for Winnipeg and Drake Batherson for Senators. Batherson and Wheeler. We'll definitely have some autos in Premier too. Probably at least 2 there. But yeah, now that you say that, Brian. 0 artifacts. Yeah, we had our dual Kirill. Then we had our dual Zach Jones. Let me put Zach in a... let's these tap letters real fast. So dual Kirill, dual Jones. We had our Makar. Trocheck out of 85. Blackwood. Draisaitl. Bari. Brown. McAvoy out of 50. Nugent Hopkins, that'd be a sick one. So some nice patches, but yeah, no autos. Strange. We'll have them here unless Upper Deck screws the pooch. All right, let's go with our first Hall of Fame guess for Clear Cut. Go. So, of course, you will get the Buttons in Space card. You will get the Buttons coin that has the secret code in the back that I just flipped right there real fast. If somebody gets a Hall of Fame guess. While you guys do that, I'm just going to open the plastic here. Yeah, please don't F us, Upper Deck. You've had 1 box in the breaks that did not have an auto, and I had a personal box that I bought from my hobby shop that did not. All right, this one does have an auto. There's our empty box. Give it a second longer, and I think we might have a Hall of Fame guesser. I think I saw who it was. We might have a new entry here tonight. And they are not on here. All right. So we got Kirill, Mike Modano, Keandre Miller, Brad Marchand, Foote, Cam Atkinson, and we got Jason Robertson from Caleb. And as we bring it down, we have a star, and we have Joel Kivranta. I thought it was Jason Robertson when I saw the Stars logo, but it is Joel Kivranta for Dallas, not Jason Robertson, and we do not have a Hall of Fame guesser as of yet. But a nice card for Caleb anyways. Caleb guessed the Stars and had the Stars. You had the right team. Caleb, you went to the doors. It's the double doors into the Hall of Fame. I don't know if you guys have seen it or not. You got into the first set of doors, and as you were approaching the second set of doors, they put the padlock and chain on it and waved their finger at you and said, "Not today." But you were so close. What a cool card for Caleb. Let's ring in the auto bell, finally. Even our auto bell doesn't want to work tonight. Come on, auto horn. Let's turn it off and turn it back on. That usually does the trick, right? Jeez. Raccoon on a budget tonight. No auto horn. All right, let's go to our next one. My kid hates that guy. Why, Nikki? Or why, Brian? All right. Get into auto number 2. This one does indeed have an auto on it. There is our box. This one's going to be a numbered card. Well, scored 3 goals in the Avs in Game 7. That's a good reason why. All right. It's a Blues player, as you can see there. St. Louis is going to go to Michael Cirillo, and it is Doug Waite, 64 of 90. It's like 93. Huge red auto there. It's very cool. Almost reminds me of a buyback instead of a clear cut. But that is clearly not a buyback. It's a clear cut, even with the kind of generic back. But very cool. Love the big D though. It goes up through his shorts. You guys can cut that. I love the big D. The marker goes up through his shorts. That's how big that circle part is. St. Louis going to Michael Cirillo. Put him right back here. And again, our auto horn is busted. Let's try it. Let me get the big auto horn. There we go. Big auto horn works. We're going to go back and do it for Caleb as well. So here's Caleb's. All right. Hall of Fame guesses for our third and final clear cut box. While you guys guess, I will take the plastic off. Birdman's going with Kirill the Thrill. Gene's going with Kuzi. Ilya for Brian D. Connor for Caleb. Gene, I have, I don't know how many buybacks of Kuzi. I'm guessing I have 3. Chris is going with Foot. I collected those for a while, but then I stopped. All right, there's our empty. But the crazy thing is, for as good as Kuzi is, he is a cheap one if you want to pick him up off of eBay. Like, I don't know why his prices are so cheap. All right, so I think we got all our guesses in. Gonna go down here. It is a Desert Dog by the looks of that coyote logo. And Victor Soda Bottle rookie clear cut card here. Very nice one. Not a huge name, but it's the rookie version of Mr. Soderstrom. And the Desert Dogs going to BP out in CO. We'll put our premiere box up a little bit. So we will do the auto horn for BP. Yeah, Gene, I would agree with the Coke thing. It probably is hanging over his head. But he's been like an Iron Man for the Caps. Not like huge stats, but good enough stats. But he's just one of those players that I think if you're not a Caps fan, you're not collecting them. Just, I don't know why. Yeah, right, Nikki. Yeah. He just had obvious pictures. I don't think they actually caught him. He just had pictures on his nightstand. You know. I'm sure he pleaded the Russian fifth on that one. Everybody should shoot more, right, on the Caps? It says every Caps fan ever. Shoot the puck. All right, down to our last box in break 43, which is our pack of Premier. Hopefully pull some bangers out of here. Been kind of a quiet night with artifacts and clear cut. Let's see what Premier can do for us. Got some thick cards there. There's our empty wrapper. We'll put buttons back here. But right off the bat, we are going with Paramount Premiere of Gabe Vilardi for LA. Another one for, seems like we pulled a lot of Kings tonight in break 43. But I believe that was Mr. Cirillo, if I'm right. Could be wrong. No. LA Kings were, cannot find them on my sheet. I had some poor writing tonight when I was doing this. I've said Kings a few times already. There we go. William Jones. Man. Poor handwriting. So Mr. Jones has a few LA Kings tonight. But rookie Paramount Premiere of Gabe Vilardi. Non-numbered. A very nice card. Next up we have a ridiculous chest logo patch of Jordan Bennington and the Blues, 15 of 18. That is absolutely sick. Part of the music note there, clearly. Looks like going to the bottom of the music note. But for St. Louis, Mr. Cirillo got the autograph back there of Doug Waite, and now this out of 18 mega patch. That'd be awesome to have the, I'm guessing it's 18 in the set to have the whole note. But that is ridiculous. And going off Dougie's photo here, I think that's the bottom piece of the note, like the smallest little fin. I think you'd call it a fin. There's a better version there. It's a very small version. I think it's the bottom piece. That'd be my guess. Sick card out of 18. That will replace Mr. Kachuk back there with our lowest number. So congrats though, Mike, on that one. Next up we have, for the Caps, Vitek Vanacek. Rookie Premier. Capitals going to Martin Coverdale. Haven't had a Caps auto in a long time either, but a nice on-card auto for Vitek. Fortunately, I'm pretty sure he was traded at the start of the season. Yeah, he was. Can't blame Upper Deck for that. He was on the Caps when he signed. Hopefully I didn't mail it to him after. But nice one for Vanacek and the Caps. I bought a nice card of his right before he was traded. Kind of bummed out. Thought he was going to stick around a little longer. But a nice one for Martin. I don't think anybody guessed Mr. V squared. Next up we have Alexander True for the Sharks with a ridiculous patch there. We've got blue, black, white, black, blue. This is going to be out of 249, Alexander True and San Jose. So kind of their, going to Birdman, kind of their off teams tonight. We had Coyotes, Blues, Stars, now the Sharks. Kind of the lower end teams tonight, lower market teams, I should say, pulling all the autos. But a very nice one for Birdman, a huge patch there. Yeah, Gene, they were gone. They were here for a minute and then gone, unfortunately. A nice one for you, Bird. Put him over here. See, Premier's an expensive hobby box, but it comes through. And I think we got 2 cards left in our box. This one here is going to be Thomas Harley for Dallas. 25 of 299. 25 of 299 for Harley and the Stars. Just going to put him in because Premier's a little thicker stock. And last card in break 43, Tom Wilson break. We have Mr. Braden Shen, 149 of 299. 149 of 299 for Shen and the Blues. So kind of a slow start with Artifacts. Kind of picked up a little bit with Clear Cut. And then Premier really came through with us with that mega patch. True Auto, VTech, even though he's long gone. But we are going to take a quick, let's say, 5-minute break. And we will get right into the next one, which is break 44. I believe. What was it? 44, yeah. Put a little 5-minute timer on the phone. And we will be right back. I'm going to be moving around here. I'll still be here, but I'm just kind of doing some admin things. Put that right there. Boom. Like I said, if anybody else wants some slugs, I know Birdman said he wanted some. I got some set aside for Birdman. Anybody else that wants them. Tommy Wilson break was not nice for us now. Now we're going to Orpik. Yeah, I brought the Wilson little bobblehead out and should have kept him on the shelf. Alright. I don't think I have an Orpik bobblehead either, unfortunately. These all around. Move this one back here. 44. Admin work on this side of the table. Do 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 do. Let's see here. Minnesota. Variants. Boom. Got about 2 minutes left and we will start the next one there. All right. Wow, 20-20 on the Sunday night game. Thought this was going to be all Eagles. All right, so we got a minute left there, which I'm going to stop the timer, and we'll go with the names in the breaks. We have Brian P. out in CEO with Devils, Maple Leafs, Kraken, and Columbus. Birdman has Sens and Wild. Eugene has the Canucks again. Brian DeMarco has Sharks, Lightning, Vegas, Oilers, Kings, and the Yotes. Nicole has the Jets. BP also has the Flames, Preds, Canes, and Blackhawks. Chris Cirillo has the Islanders, Avs, and Stars. Joel Day has St. Louis. Charles Palmer here in Virginia has the Caps and Flyers. Tim Giganti has the Sabres. It's Tim's first break with us. Welcome aboard, Tim. Hopefully some Sabre fire for you. William Jones has the Panthers, Red Wings, Penguins, and Montreal. Nicholas Verlani has the Bruins. Rob V has the Ducks. And Frank M also has the Rangers, same as last break. Let's get right into it. Break number 44. Good luck, everyone. Kind of only go up after 43, I would imagine, in hits and surprises. Hopefully these artifact boxes will have autos. We're going to do the 2 artifacts, 2 SPAs, and we'll end on Black Diamond. That's the kind of the highest product. Save the big box for last. All right. Let's pull some artifact autos. First up, we have Tyson Berry for Edmonton, Bailey for the Islanders. We have Lafreniere out of 50, so our first short print of the night, our lowest of break 44 so far. 40 of 50 going to Frank. I'm sure he's going to like this one. It's a nice one for you, Frank. I don't know if anybody collects him anymore. But a nice one for you. And our lowest short print of the night as of yet in break 44. Got our slug, of course, and Roman Yossi for Nashville. Gene says, come on, Quinn. You know, more than Quinn, we've pulled Pedersen quite a few times. Pedersen autos. All right, Voracek for the Flyers. Then we have, for the Ducks, John Gibson. When we pull Gibson, what do we do, everyone? Little quack, 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 Mr. Ducksworth. Nice dual black patch there for Gibson. Gordon, quit quacking. 240 out of 249 for Gibson, and the Ducks going to Rob V. Down in Florida. Probably not the duck he was looking for. Next up, Svech for Carolina. I know, Dave. I know. Autos, please, Upper Deck. Autos. All right, Dominic Kubalik for the Blackhawks. We pulled him before. Kevin Lankinen for Chicago. Out of 999, we have Marcus Niemelainen for the Oilers. Probably messed that one up. Niemelainen, perhaps. 255 and 99 for the Oilers. I'm positive we pulled artifact autos. Last one, Klingberg for Dallas. Logan Couture for the Sharks. Eli Tovan for Nashville out of 499. 153 out of 499. Sluggo. Jonathan Marchessault for Vegas, and Thomas Hurdle for the Sharks. Marchessault and Hurdle. That's right, Nikki. Welcome back. Taylor Hall for Boston. Nikki is going for any bearded Jet person. Nicole Hashier. And our first auto going to Colorado, Pavel Francois. Pavel Francois for the Avalanche, going to Chris Cirillo. The break that our big Avalanche fan and BP does not have them. An auto shows up. So Pavel Francois for Avalanche. And yes, this proves Artifacts does have autos. I know, Brian. But Brian, I assume you will be part of the Cyber Monday sale tomorrow. I don't have a Pavel Francois auto, I can tell you that, in one of those slabs. But I assume since you'll probably be in that sale, something good will come your way. I saw Preds just now. I don't have Preds either. Last card, Victor Olofsson for the Sabres. All right, Nikolai Ehlers for Winnipeg. Chris Letang out of 499 for the Penguins. As I told you, it was slabs and more. So slabs are given. I'll tell you what else is coming in just a second. So we got our slug. Pavelski for Dallas. Sam Reinhart for the Buffalo Sabres. Two folks, I'm going to turn these around. Extra to the slabs, two folks are going to be getting the Upper Deck silver coins, not showing you who's on the back. These are the Upper Deck coins. On the back is a National Hockey League player. This is the silver I got these as a promotion because I buy so many dang cards. But, so they are non-capitals, I will assure you of that, because I would keep them if they were capitals. But 2 folks will be getting this as part of the cyber sale. All you gotta do is buy a spot in the break. I keep forgetting the break number. Break 45 after midnight. Yeah, 45. Thanks, Gene. Yeah, and then they dropped the price too because they were not selling. You can get them usually around Christmas for buy one get one free from Upper Deck's site directly, or if you buy thousands of dollars in cards, Steel City will send you 1 or 2 for free. All right, and I literally mean thousands. All right, Cheerchin for Arizona. Bernie Nichols, we're going back in time here for the Devils. 354 of 599. He was on the injured reserve last year. He bounced back with 3 goals so far in the quarter of the season. A key member of the current Devils lineup here. So out of 599, Bernie Nichols. When was his last game? 94. 94 for Bernie. So kind of a nice throwback there. Got our slug. Rupa Hintz for Dallas and Philip Hronek for the Red Wings. Hronek and Hintz. And last pack in our first box, we're going to have our Hall of Fame guess in our second box of artifacts there. Got Nylander for Maple Leafs. Then we have a sideways card of Ryan O'Reilly and the Blues. 21 of 149. 2 different color patches there, which is kind of cool. Got our blue and kind of our dark blue. It's not going to beat that jumbo patch we got, but still a cool card of O'Reilly. 21 of 149. And there is Slug, last card in box number 1. It is JT Miller and the Canucks. Miller and the Canucks. So get your Hall of Fame guesses going here. Box 2 of artifacts. I'll give you a clue on one of those coins. People want him in the Hall of Fame. He is done playing within the last 10 years. And people do want him in the Hall of Fame. Hard to say if he'll get in or not, though. All right. We have Knight for BD, Quentin for Nikki, Kaut for BP, Chris Malone says Sam Reinhart, Jarvis for Bird, Letang for Furlow, Nico Hashir for the Woo, Jonesy with Crosby. If we pull a Crosby auto out of here, that would be ridiculous. I don't know if he's in here or not. I'm going to lean toward, if he is, it's rarer than hen's teeth. If it's his sheer, hit me up. There's our empty. All right, good luck in our Hall of Fame guesses. Okay, so that first box was clearly better than any of the boxes in break 43. So we had Francois out of there, out of the first box, and Lafreniere out of 50. Plus our 2 patch cards of Gibson and Ryan O'Reilly. So that was definitely better than all 3 of the last artifact boxes. There you go. Gene's trying to make a deal there with you, Chris. All right, Van Riemsdyk for the Flyers. Robertson for the Stars. And our auto is going to be Malcolm Subban for Chicago. Nobody would have guessed Malcolm Subban. He has been traded more times than I don't know what. Oh, wrong sleeve size. Subban and the Blackhawks going to BP out in CO. Every time I see him play, unfortunately, he doesn't do good. Because usually he's a backup, so he comes in like second half of the games. Or I know he played quite a bit when Vegas's goalies went down last year. He doesn't even know what team he's on right. He's been traded more than COVID in 2021 or 2020. That's so mean. He's played more games in the NHL than all of us combined, though. How about that? So that says something. Also says something that both of our Artifacts boxes, Artifacts autos, are goalies, which is kind of weird. But Malcolm Subban's going to go to BP out in Colorado. Otto Horn for BP. Didn't Malcolm start in Boston? Is that who drafted him originally? My GAA goals allowed and save percentage better than his. I'm not impressed. But how many times have you came in behind Fleury, Nikki? So Pavelski there for the Stars. That was not phrasing either. Was phrasing. I mean, clearly he made the pros. I've never seen him play good when he has had the opportunity. On my phone right now, we'll send a DM after the break. Oh. All right, Suter for Minnesota. Giordano for Flames. And we have out of 50 here. Oh, it does not beat Lafreniere, though. This is 43 out of 50 for Cam York. Alexis was 40, but we have a tie out of the range. So Cam York for the Flyers, 43 of 50. We'll put him there with Alexis, though, because they're both out of 50. It's only fair. Put him in here. Flyers going to Charles Palmer. Charles, like Gene, live out west of me here in Virginia. So a nice one here for you, Charles. Charles usually gets the Caps and sometimes the Flyers. 43 of 50. So a nice short print there for you. We'll put him next to Lafreniere since he ties in the out of 50, even though he's slightly larger. Where the hell about Bozer, Pedersen, and Hughes? I know. And we got our slug. You probably even take the mascot by now. Doughty for the Kings. Picking up chickens on our mainland. That's as good as guess as any, Nikki. Next up, Tuca for Boston. Sebastian Aho with the nice remnants patch there. Got our slug. Brian Rust as the last card there. They're picking up some puck bunnies in Seattle. That one is too small. Quentin Byfield says, Casey, are you doing a Hall of Fame guess? All right, there's Aho there with a nice patch. Getting sidetracked with the combos. All right, next up we have Casey has already pulled. You're a little late. It was Malcolm Subban. But it's all good. You can still guess. Martin Jones for San Jose. Got an upside down card of Wade Allison for the Flyers out of $9.99. Yeah, never too late. You're not going to be right, but you can still guess. Still have fun. All right, Thomas Hertl for the Sharks and Roman Josi for Nashville. I would have guessed Subban, been like, my phone's been spinning. I guessed it 5 minutes ago. Hertl and Josi is the last two there. I would have said the chat's going really slow for me. I guess Malcolm Subban. All right, Gabriel Landeskog for the Avs. Got two upside down cards here. Mark Stone for Vegas out of $4.99. Sluggo again. Sam Reinhart for Buffalo and Jonathan Marchessault for Vegas. Its last two. Reinhart and Marchessault. The last two there. So, Gene, we should definitely pick up some Vancouver and SPA. A lot of rookies there, and also team veterans. Jones for the Blue Jackets. Tavares for the Leafs. And out of $9.99, we have Marcus Niemelainen for the Oilers. pulled that one earlier. 555 out of 999. That's an eBay 1 of 1. Upside down at 666. So heavy the devil can't handle it out of backwards question marks. Put that on eBay 1 of 666. You're sure to score big money on that one. Probably 666 plus 666 shipping and handling. Who's the Avs autos? Pavel Francois back there. Then Malcolm. Then out of 50 we have Lafreniere and Cam York on the left. Adam Fox for the Rangers. And we had 3 boxes of artifacts with no autos, and then we have 2 boxes of artifacts in a row with autos. Mackenzie Blackwood for the Devils. Nice one here of Ross Colton for the Lightning, 278 of 799. Nice dual white patches there. BP does not have the Avs in this one. He had it in the last one. It's a conspiracy, says Gene. So rookie here, Ross Colton for the Lightning, 278 of 799. Got our slug and 1 card behind it. And it was Philip Hronik for the Red Wings. Last artifact. We'll get into our first box of SPA. Hopefully we'll pull a nice Future Watch auto in there or a Future Watch wet ass patch. Connor Garland for the Coyotes. Our third upside down one, Andre Palat, 151 of 299 for the Lightning. Sluggo, John Klingberg for the Stars, and we have Andre Svech for the Hurricanes. Klingberg and Svech's last 2 there. Well, I guess we're going to save our Black Diamond for last. Get right into our SPA. All right, well, have a good night, Casey. And now we get with the numerous packs here. Empty box. Hopefully we get a hot box and get a... I think the max we got was 6 autos once out of 1, 5 or 6. Let's see what we can do. Right off the bat, we have David Perron in the Blues. Tuck for Vegas. We have a celebrated moment here for Bowen Byram and the Avs. 1-1, 1-21-21. He makes a highly anticipated NHL debut. So NHL moment there. Got our slug. And Brock Besser for the Canucks. Told you we'd have some, Gene. At least some base cards here. Besser for the Canucks and Grubauer for the Avalanche. Former Capital. This one feels extremely light. Holy cow. Well, 4 cards. Maybe just because it doesn't have a slug in it. It's either got an auto or just with no slug it felt super light. Seth Jones for Columbus. Jack Hughes for the Devils. Ovi with the limited for the Caps. Cool card. Caps tonight, and this one was Charles over there in Bristow. Barzell for the Islanders and Bailey for the Islanders. Only our second back-to-back of the night. SPA is going to pick us up, though. If you're drinking at home, have a drink. Our first back-to-back of the night was back-to-back-to-back, actually. All right, Draisaitl for the Oilers. Carey Price for Montreal. Then we have Performer and Mitch Marner. Kind of a cool insert. Thought it was miscut there, but it's not. Just a weird silver and blue card. Where is it crooked? Can't tell if it's the cut job is crooked. I think the cut job is a little crooked on that one. Maybe the blue's not supposed to be there. I'm not quite sure. But Marner and the Leafs. Dolan for Buffalo and Panarin for the Rangers is the last 2. Yeah, maybe I'm used to feeling slugs in packs. And a lot of these don't have slugs, so I'm like, wow, it's skinny. All right, Kubalik for Chicago. Carter Hart for the Flyers. We have a feature watch out of 500 for Josh Norris and Ottawa with the retro feature watch here. So out of 500, Josh Norris and the Senatoros going to Birdman. 360 out of 500. Cool one for you, Bird. Then we had Zingle with the retro for the Canes and Colton Perico for the Blues. So yeah, feeling slugs in this one. Or a feature watch. But it is a slug indeed. Barkov for the Swamp Kitties. Matthew Tkachuk snorkeling it up. Again, he can go up to his nostrils in mud, and he'll still be fine with that giant snorkel. Tkachuk in the Flames. Then we have a premium FX here of Nico Hischier and the Devils. Bounty's long since over, but still a cool card with the silver foil for the Devils. Got our slug. Matt Murray for Ottawa and Miro Heiskanen for Dallas. Murray and Heiskanen. Here comes the Kirill, says Birdman. That'd be sick. Brendan Gallagher from Montreal. Quack, 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 Mr. Ducksworth. Gibson for the Ducks. Have a celebrated moment here of Braden Point. August 11th of 2020, he scores in the 5th overtime against Columbus. Point scores in 5th overtime versus Columbus. Hischier for the Devils, pulling a lot of his cards, and Quinn Hughes for the Canucks. But Gene says, give me more than base. He's all about that base and hit treble. Jordan Stahl for Carolina. Shen for the Blues. Got a retro here of Victor Olofsson and Sabres. Tyler Seguin for the Stars and Connor Hellebuck for the Jets. Seguin and Hellebuck is the last two. Guess who's growing a mustache, BP? I know. Little Austin Matthews base card action. Connor McDavid for the Oilers. Then we have one of the best Gabe David celebrated moments ever. 22 of 20, scores his 700th NHL goal. Got our slug. Dustin Brown for LA and Malkin for the Penguins. His last two there. Next up, Olofsson for the Sabres. Carlson for the Caps. Retro of Keith Yandel for the Swamp Kitties. Brady Tkachuk for the Senators. Rocking that snorkel. If I can show it, he too can go up to his eyes underwater with that thing. And Zach Parise for the Wild. Next up, Bo Horvat for the Canucks. Pettersson for the Canucks. Back-to-back Canucks for Gene. Can we get 3 Canucks in a row? We do not. We have Brett Burns for the Sharks. The Horvat and Pettersson base cards. Brett Burns with the True Leader insert for San Jose. Got us a slug. Sean Moynihan for Calgary and Darcy Kemper for the Coyotes. Now just crushing it in Washington. Sarcastically, it was said. Is Ovi still in Russia? He's scoring goals here, Birdman. Bergeron for the Bruins. Wish Kemper was in Russia. Zingle for Carolina. Dylan Larkin for the Red Wings, limited. Paul Mary for the Devils. And Pierre Dubois for the Jets. It's the last two. Where are our SPA autos? Ryan Getzlaff for the Ducks. Gordon quit quacking. McKinnon for Colorado. Retro of Joe Pavelski for Dallas. A little Pekka in the background. Always good to have Pekka in the back. Shea Theodore for Vegas. And Scheifele for the Jets. Theodore and Scheifele is the last two. I think he scored, Bert, I think he scored like 2 the other night on, what we're on Sunday night. I think he scored 2 on Friday or Saturday night. I didn't get it down in Colorado, or down in Carolina. I was reading the stats. All right, Eichel for the Sabres. Nick Schmaltz for Desert Dogs. Then we have our first auto, Barrett Hayton for the Desert Dogs. Very cool. Going back to the retro look. Back-to-back Coyotes, which would be a drink if you're playing along at home. Barrett Hayton and the simpler style of the 90s, Sign of the Times, or early 2000s perhaps. Yotes going to Brian DeMarco. I think this was one of the final purchases in this. Yeah. Yeah, maybe there's 3 autos, hopefully. Yeah, Brian, I think Colorado got rid of a grenade with that. I think they got rid of a grenade with Mr. Kemper. And the Cap said, sure, why not? We have tons of goalies we're just going to get rid of and get a cup winner. Which we had a cup winner and we got rid of. But nice sign of times here for Brian DeMarco. Put him off to the right in front of Francois and Subban. Ring the auto horn for BD. Ever since I've been a Caps fan, and this goes back to the days of Ole Kolzig, they have treated their goalies like crap. And not only treat them like crap, I should say they just get rid of them for no reason. Starting with Kolzig, that's the first one I really noticed. He might have done it before him, and Gene might be able to go back further in time. But Kolzig was the first one they just got rid of for no reason at all. Shipped him down to Carolina. And it was kind of, it might have had, who was coming up then? I don't think Holtby was coming up behind him. But, yeah, they just do it. Gensel and Barry is the last 2 here for the Oilers and Penguins. All right, Suzuki for Montreal. Svetch for Carolina. Limited Braden Point for the Lightning. Ryan O'Reilly for the Blues. John Klingberg for Dallas. O'Reilly and Klingberg is the last 2 there. Yeah, they got the German. They got, what's his face? Grubauer. And did they have Neuwirth for a little while? I don't remember if they had Neuwirth at all, or Neuwirth went somewhere else. But they had Grubauer, definitely. So Pavelski and the Stars, which I like Grubauer. But Holtby was obviously better at the time. Marner for the Leafs. Retro here of Cale Makar for the Avs. Oh, Varlamov, that's right. That's right. So Cale for the Avs there with the retro, cool looking card. Werenski for the Blue Jackets and Braden Point for the Lightning. This has turned into the Capitals goalie chat. All right, Mark Stone for Vegas. Konecki for the Flyers. And here's our Feature Watch auto out of $9.99. Nikolai Kinshoff for the Sharks. I'm probably messing up his last name, but a nice auto at least. Nice on-card there. Kinshoff for the Sharks. Going to Brian DeMarco. So Brian got some of the lower market teams like the Sharks and Yotes and got 2 autos out of it. So Nikki, I'm not sure if I have a Grubauer Young Gun, Nikki. I think I do. I have to go back and check. But he might be one that I didn't grab. So we got 2 for Brian in a row right there. There you go. I realize you guys can't see these off the side of the screen there. I will check, and if I don't, I might be looking for them in the stack sale. Yeah, I gotta check first. See if I do or not. I've got quite a few caps. Huberdeau for the Swamp Kitties and Ryan Suter for the Wild was the last 2 there. All right, so we got 2. Can we get 3 autos out of this box? Got a slug here, so that's probably not going to be an auto. Could be, though. Giordano for the Flames. Brett Burns for the Sharks. And it is going to Buffalo, Sam Reinhart. Sign of the Times. So we did get 3. Sign of the Times going to the Sabres. And it was Tim Gigante, his first break with us. So good for you, Tim. Got an auto in your first break. Very cool. Sam Reinhart. Nice big auto there, too. So congrats, Tim. 1 break, 1 auto. A cool insert, cool card. Non-numbered. There's the back. Very cool. Put him on top of Black Diamond for a minute. We'll do our auto horn for Tim. We still have a pack and a couple cards left here. Kopitar for LA and Nikita Kucherov for the Lightning is last 2 there. And down to our last pack in our first box. Next box will be our Hall of Fame guess. Still looking for our Hall of Fame guesser. We have Teuvo Teravainen for Carolina. Yanni Gourde for Lightning. We have a true leader in Patrice Bergeron and Boston. Nice inserts. Slug. And James Van Riemsdyk for the Flyers. And Patrick Kane for the Blackhawks. Van Riemsdyk and Kane is the last 2 there. So start your thinking. Hall of Fame guesses for second box of SPA Go. We'll also do a Hall of Fame guess for Black Diamond, because why not? Make it a little more fun. See if we can't get somebody in. And again, while you guys are guessing, I thought we had one earlier with Caleb with that Stars auto. While you guys are guessing, we had those new breaks tonight that dropped on the website. 46, 47, and 48 dropped at 9 o'clock. 46 was 4 clear cuts and 4 artifacts. 47 was a little bit of everything. 2 clear cuts, 1 artifact, 2 SPA, and 1 of the signed random jerseys. 48 was also a little bit of everything with 2 artifacts, 1 premier, 1 ultimate, 2 high-end boxes there, and 1 autographed random skate. Birdman sticking with Kirill the Thrill. Gene says Nikolai Ehlers. Velarde for BD. Martin Kaut for BP. Alexander Alexiev for Chris. Tavares for Furlow. Mr. Jones says Nick Suzuki. And Nikki Yeehaw says Mr. Liam Foudy. See what we can do. Can we get somebody on the roster? So you got 3 autos at least. There we are, empty. All right, just gonna put them on, pile them on that Black Diamond box. Here we go. Hopefully a Hall of Famer will enter the prestigious halls tonight. Hall of Fame guesser, that is. Yanni Gourde for the Lightning, first up. Brendan Gallagher for Montreal. Keith Yandel with the retro. I think we got him in the last box as well. Carter Hart with the retro. Very nice one. And his sheer for the Devils. That Carter Hart was actually numbered, I missed that, out of 100. This is number 28 of 100 for Carter Hart here. So a very cool one for the Flyers. 100 is our cutoff for top loading them. Going to Charles again. Charles had the Flyers and Caps. So you got the out of 50. Now he's got out of 100 with Carter Hart. So nice one for you, Mr. Charles Palmer. This is 28 out of 100. 28 out of 100 for Carter Hart. Very cool card. Caleb says J-Rob. All right, Matthew Tkachuk, Snorkel Squad member for Calgary. Eichel for the Sabres. Retro for Ryan Zingle and the Hurricanes. Gensel and the Penguins. Tyson Barrie for the Oilers. Those last two. Next up, Tuck for Vegas. Draisaitl for the Oilers. Retro for Joe Pavelski in Dallas with that Pekka in the rear. Grubauer for the Avalanche and Rasmus Dahlin for Buffalo. I just hit my mic with the hat. Next up we have Nick Schmaltz for the Desert Dogs. Mark Stone for Vegas. We have a celebrated moment of Braden Point. We had this one last box, 5th overtime goal, or overtime point, something like that. Slug, Huberdeau for the Swamp Kitties, and Ryan Suter for the Wild. It's the last two. So again, if you guys want slugs, Bird, I got probably, I'm guessing at least 20 for you. Let me know. I can add them to your cards. First out of the box, out of the pack, is Mr. Gibson. Quack, 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 Mr. Ducksworth. Olofsson for the Sabres. Oh, Brian. Guess who's growing a mustache at Spectrum FX? I know. Very cool card here. Rocking the old school leaf and that old school stash. Little AM34 action. And the Leafs were, wrote down on my sheet somewhere. Can't read my writing again. A cool insert, even though the bounty's over. Nice card from Matthews and the Leafs. Got our slug. Quinney for the Canucks. And Brady Tkachuk for the Snorkel Squad. Snorkel Squad Senators. Snorkel Squad, Mickey, I need your help. Where's Ottawa compared to Calgary? Is Ottawa further east, I'm guessing? They could be Snorkel Squad East and Snorkel Squad West. It's mine too. Brian, you got... You did, Brian. That's right. Brian, you should put that in a one touch and it should never leave your back pocket. Connecting the Flyers. Or put it in your chest pocket. Giordano and the Flames. And Braden Point again. This 5th, something or another. Kopitar for the Kings. And Kucherov for the Lightning. See, Brian, when you pull somebody over... They'd think you're pulling out your little scratch pad from your breast pocket, and you'd be like, look at this, guys. It is Austin Matthews. Further east. All right. So we got Snorkel Squad East and Snorkel Squad West. Then we got the Bearded Man from the South. Brett Burns for the Sharks. Now in Carolina. Saw him play on the other night. Shesty for the Rangers. Retro here for Draisaitl and the Oilers. Hurdle and the Sharks. And Vasilevsky for the Lightning. His beard is not as long, and he cut off his hair when he was skating around during warm-ups on Wednesday night. I could see him from my nosebleeds. Carlson in the Caps. Horvat for the Canucks. And we have a future watch here of Ty Smith and the Devils. Spectrum, level 2 feature watch. Again, the bounty is long over. Still a cool card. Looks almost like what was that Caps dude? Ryan Beagle. Almost looks like Beagle in a way. Similar looking face. Last two from this pack we had Parisi in the Wild and Sean Moynihan for the Flames. Brian, you're stating your mustache is better than Austin Matthews' mustache. Those are fighting words. All right, Jack Hughes for the Devils. Kubalik for the Blackhawks. And Patrice Bergeron with the True Leader card again. Had him last box. Got our slug. Josh Bailey for the Islanders. And Colton Parayko for the Blues. Bailey and Parayko is the last two. Gotta see, yeah. BP, drop that in the chat. Don't be scared. And for the folks that I don't know your username in here, if you are not in the Raccoon Alliance Twitter break chat, DM me and we can add you. It's probably already in here that I know, but I just don't know some of your usernames. But if you're not in the chat, let me know. Pedersen for the Canucks. Bergeron for the Bruins. And we have a future watch for the Sharks and Alexander True. So the Sharks are hitting it. We had Nicholas, who we have earlier? Nikolai Kinshoff for the Sharks back there. Now Mr. True out of 999, and this is 234. 234 going to Brian DeMarco. Brian is hitting all the cards tonight in this break. All the Sharks are belong to Brian D. So 2 Future Watch Shark Autos. So True there for Brian. I was gonna stick them over the other Shark Future Watch, but we'll just put them on the left side here since we're kind of running out of room. Do another auto horn for Brian. Looks like the Flyers are starting to pull away, huh? Flyers, the birds. What are they called? Eagles. Kemper for the Coyotes and Palmieri for the Devils. Oh, they're only up by 14 and Green Bay's got the ball. All right, next up we have Svetch for the Carolina. Pavelski for Dallas. We have Lafreniere. 10-6-2020, he stood in front of the locker room and got his photo taken. But on 10-6-2020, he was the first overall pick by the Rangers. And New York was Frank. So nice little insert card for you, Frank, since you got his out of 50 card back there. There's a slug. Zach Werenski for Columbus and Braden Point for the Lightning. So we have Werenski and Point. Next up, Mitch Marner for the Leafs. TiVo for Carolina. Kemper for the Coyotes with a limited insert. James Van Riemsdyk for the Flyers and Mr. Patrick Kane for the Blackhawks in that one. Carter Hart for the Flyers. Barkov for the Swamp Kitties. Ryan O'Reilly for the Blues with the limited. Matt Murray for Ottawa. And Miro Heiskanen for Dallas is the last two. And can we get a Future Watch auto patch? Another slug. We pulled quite a few of them, though, in our SPA breaks. Carey for Montreal. Jordan Stahl for Carolina. Andrei Kopitar with a True Leader insert. Slug being the True Leader as well. Panarin for the Rangers and Tyler Seguin for the Stars. Sexy Seguin and Breadman. Try on this side. All right, next up we have Braden Shen for the Blues. Guess who's growing a mustache, Brian? I know! 2 mustaches. So, Brian, you better crease that breast pocket because you're getting 2 cards in there. Brian, yes. Let me write that down. VP NCO wants slugs. Gotcha. You will have Deputy Matthews riding along with you. Honorary. Oh, and back-to-back Matthews saying so. Guess who got his 300th career point in his 294th game on February 8th, 2021? I know. I did. I did that with my mustache. Back-to-back Matthews. Now you're going to have to get your breast pocket taken off. Get it extended wider so you can fit all these Matthew cards in the breast pocket. Back-to-back Austin Matthews. Can we get 3 Austins in a row? Can we do it, Upper Deck? Please let it be Austin Matthews. Can we get it? Ah, Connor Hellebuck. Hellebuck and the Jets. Dustin Brown and the Kings. Back-to-back mustaches. Back-to-back mustaches is better than 2 mustaches on your back, if you know what I'm saying. Connor McDavid for the Oilers. Seth Jones for the Blue Jackets. Got a retro here of Victor Olofsson for the Sabres. Nikki knows what I'm talking about. The only girl in the chat, we got to pick on her. Malkin for the Bruins and Barzell for the Islanders. The last 2 there. We are down to 2 packs left in our second and final box of SPA. We still have our Black Diamond. She says yes. Not sure if that was her saying yes to the mustache thing or being a girl in the chat. But we'll also have our final Hall of Fame guests in our Black Diamond. It is not a Future Watch auto patch because it is a slug. Ryan Zingle for Carolina. Ryan Getzlaff for the Ducks. Back-to-back Ryans there. And we have a sign of the times for Jake Gensel and the Penguins. Little Jake the Snake here. Nice on-card auto at least. Glad some of these are non-stickers. Penguins going to Mr. William Jones. So Gensel and the Pens. Both, to be honest. All right. Gensel here for Mr. Jones. Very cool. Insert auto. Put him in front of our out of 50. We'll ring the auto horn for Mr. Jones. All right, got our slug, our last slug of the night. Pierre-Luc Dubois for the Jets and Mr. Shea Theodore. And our last pack of SPA. Can we get one more auto in here? We have Nathan McKinnon for the Avs, Perron for the Blues, Hashir for the Devils, Scheifele for the Jets, and Brock Besser for the Canucks with our last card there. So down to our last box of Black Diamond Hall of Fame guesses and caviar wishes for Black Diamond. Get your guesses in there. It's going for a little Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous quote. Caviar could be spelled wrong. All right. These all off to the side. And this is our last box of Black Diamond. Say it ain't so, but it is. Our last box. One of my favorite products. We had a slug in there that had a card under it, which was Victor Olofsson. So he must have stuck to it. So Victor Olofsson, last card from SPA. Look at that. Make sure none of these slugs have cards stuck to them. That's the craziest thing. Olofsson trying to hitch a ride to Brian's house. All right. Who do we got? Brad Marchand for Gene. Holtz for Chris. Connor Hellebuck. Camel Carr. Leon Draisaitl. Pius Suter. Mr. Caulfield. I'm going to go with Wayne Gretzky. I will go with the great one in this box. Surprised nobody guessed Wayne Gretzky. There is our Black Diamond box and our Black Diamond pack. We have some thick cards. Right off the bat, probably our only card of the night. Our only card of the night, I'm pretty sure, for this team. Oh, that is sick. Exquisite Moments, July 21st, 2021, host expansion draft. From left to right, you have the Kraken team. That is a very cool card. It is out of 399. 155 of 399. I think that's pretty cool, Brian. Black Diamond will load up. It's their higher end. It's very cool. I'm guessing that's their stadium back there or a kids park. It also has the looks like the draft back there on the side, which you guys probably can barely read that. So like Vitek Vanacek went to the Caps, I can tell. Yeah, it is the draft there. That's very cool. 155-399, there's the back. Exquisite Moments, Seattle Kraken. NHL welcomed the Kraken to the league with the expansion draft at Gasworks Park in Seattle. It's Eberle, Chris Driedger, Brandon Tanev, Jamie Olaskik, and Hayden Fleury and Mark Giordano were among the 30 players selected. Very cool. Different. Next up. This gentleman did not get to play at all last year due to COVID, but it is Mark Messier for the Rangers. Going to Frank. 108 of 249 for Frank. So cool card. I don't know if Frank is ever in the breaks with us, but got the Lafreniere out of 50 back there. Now he's got Messier out of 249. Kind of a neat one. Next up we have, man, another one for Frank. Good night, Birdman. We have Niles Lundqvist for Frank. Black Diamond debut relic. Back-to-back Rangers and Black Diamond. Clearly Frank's box here for now. Yeah, we'll see you, Birdman. But a nice one. Two nice cards in a row for Frank. You have the Messier and the Niles Lundqvist. Next up, we have absolutely absurd. People were talking about him in the chat. Mike Modano team logo jumbo. That would be a fun one to collect. #1 American-born goal scorer of all time. #1 in all of our hearts. We should all tip our hat to this card. Mike Modano team logo jumbo for Dallas. Stars going to Chris Cirillo. Nikki says long-term injured reserve for Modano or Messier. But nice card. We have the leg of the star there as well. Very cool. For Modano. Throw him there. #1 for now. He's held it for a little while. He's held it for a year or two. But a very cool card for you, Mr. Lost my sheet again. I just said your name. Mr. Cirillo, I believe. Chris, yes. Cool card for you, Chris. Next up we have, man, back-to-back Rangers, back-to-back Stars. This one of Riley Diamani. with the Diamond Relic Rookie out of 99. So one of the little manufactured diamonds there. 71 of 99. Diamond Relic Rookie for Riley Damiani? So 2 Rangers and 2 Stars in this pack. Craziness. Stars are so hot right now, says Nikki. And Mugatu. So very cool one for you. That's gonna mean no autos in our black diamond, but the manufactured diamond, Medano, the Relic, Messier, the Kraken. 1 card left. Probably just gonna be the base numbered. Going toward the Penguins, we got his auto a few minutes ago. Jake Gensel out of 50. So 3 out of 50s tonight as well. Got the Gensel auto back there. Now we have the Gensel Black Diamond. 27 of 50. Going to Mr. Jones. It's a nice card for you, William. And that is going to wrap up break 43 and break 44. Boom, bam. Yeah, no autos, but I think sometimes the manufactured diamond takes the place of it. They consider that like a pretty big hit, especially if you get more than one. Goes up to it goes up to 5 this year. Even though this is that was last year's box. It goes up to 5. That was this year's. So thanks for joining us, everybody. And again, check your emails in the morning if you're a subscriber to the Raccoon Alliance. There will be a cyber sale for that one break that we talked about 3 times already. 3 breaks on the website as well. Have a good night, everybody. Stay safe. We'll see you back on Twitter real soon. Take care, everybody. And good night.